I'll be checking on the mushrooms, and then I'll probably close up the tent. And we are looking at the, why is this not what I want to see here? And I will look at the, is this it? I'll click on this. I think I'm in. What time is it? Excellent. Excellent. Pop up. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I've got some mushrooms. I'll check on those. I will clean the humidifier. I'm dealing with some, what is it called? God, I was just laughing at this. Where's the bloke? What is it called? Yeah, I said it a million times. Blotch. I've got blotch on my mushrooms. So maybe I have blotch. So I think, so we're trying to diagnose it. It's going to be coming from the humidifier. And I'll show you the blotch. I may even harvest this puppy. So some of these should be good enough. And look at that blue. That's a real nice blue. Oh, no one's even in here. But no, that's a great looking mushroom right there if it weren't for the blotch. So the blotch is a bacteria, and I will be cleaning the dehumidifier. Now, this one looks like it has escaped the blotch fairly well. Not a problem there. It smells a little musty in here, so. And then we got no blotch, no blotch. Oh shoot, hope I didn't touch it. Lion's mane, this is the second flush of lion's mane. So, yeah, so I'm going to kind of tinker around a little bit. I got to take apart the humidifier. And I'm going to clean that. That is the source of blotch, we think. So I'm going to get some vinegar out. I've got a homemade humidifier. And let me show you exactly what I'm looking at. If you have any interest. So this is what's going on. So no, I've got like these are healthy mushrooms. I just have this. So we're thinking it's blotch. Got some nice blue going on there. This is blue oyster. So with this, so I got a couple that they look like they're doing just fine, but this definitely, the blotch got it fast. So anyway, here, let me show you a healthy one. I should actually wash my hands. Although, we're fighting here. So it's a little different than a mold situation. That's my interpretation, is that, so this is a healthy, that's a healthy bag of blue oyster. Right there, you got little tinies coming out. So there's no blotch, not to get stuck on the word here. Reishi. Reishi's growing a little funky, but I can tell it's kind of deprived of humidity. It's hugging the edge. no contam. Yeah, real dense. Like the whole block is kind of turning into mycelium. You can see it's kind of got that reishi, what would you call that? Kind of like that marbling bit to it. I've got this lion's mane, looks a little funky. So this may have a little blotch on it. Yes, this lion's mane's all jacked up, but you can also tell it's been struggling from the get-go. So it started crawling up the bag, and then I tried to fruit out the filter patch. Okie dokie. Yeah, this is here's a healthy second flush of lion's mane. So not all hope is lost. I had a good flush there. That doesn't look too bad. Yeah, no, everything, it's going well, except for the blotch. So I have a homemade humidifier over here. We're gonna let this crank up and turn down. I'm gonna get some vinegar out. I'm gonna get paper towels. I'm just gonna, I guess, pour the tote out. I might just swap the totes out. I got a fresh tote here with some water, and I will. I'm gonna give the top a wipe. Not a big fan of vinegar, so this is how we're gonna fix the blotch. All right. Yeah, just getting off work, tending to the mushroom tent, and yeah. Gonna try to fix the bacterial issue. So it's better than mold. Mold, I'm probably, the whole place would have to be probably rocked out. I need to clean inside the tent as well. So I'm kind of waiting for the humidity to crank up. Well, whatever. I'm gonna keep going back and forth here. Get some people in here. This one I can brag about. This one has no bacterial issues going on. All right, so that's a nice flush. And you got, that's a little bit of a tiny, $5, no. Okay, somebody's going on a timeout. So, oh, you're hilarious. Put user on timeout. There you go. So, it is what it is. You know, this is the other thing. So I'm gonna set up a 10 by 10 tent this weekend. And so I'll stream that as well. But yeah, the 10 by 10 tent. I know, I'm pretty gaseous. So I gotta close this if I'm gonna get anywhere in here. So let me show you, if you just came in, what I'm dealing with. So the oyster mushrooms are growing well. They don't have the formation that I'm looking for, that kind of tiered out waterfall effect. But I mean, this one looks, that's a lovely looking mushroom. Down here, don't mind the bacteria infection there. Look at that blue. Here, I'll try to get it just so you see the blue. That's a nice rich blue. But what we have here, this is what we're calling blotch. It's a bacterial issue. So I'll probably harvest this today just to get it out of the tent. And it's ready to rock anyways. So even this it's right out of the gate, you know what I mean? Like, look at this young guy. This young one has it. So this is the problem. So this is why I gotta clean the humidifier. So I'm gonna run vinegar through the tubing. And yeah, I'm wondering how fast I can rotate everything. I've got a big tub of water. Did I put vinegar in this? Yeah. So, try not to use too many harsh chemicals. The mushrooms don't really care for it. Oh. So, I have been a little neglectful of the humidifier. It's just such a pain in the butt to clean. You don't think it's blatch? Yeah, stop farting in the tent. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe I have blatch. Maybe I'm the one giving the mushroom blatch. Is that a smiley face or a mask? I started wearing masks. That got a little ridiculous. A lot of times I'll wear gloves. I usually just wash my hands, take a shower. The fact that that it's getting some of them and not others. I listen to doctors too much. The fact that it's getting some of them and not others at various times in growth, right? See, like this guy's doing just great. This guy's doing just great. Yeah, no blatch. Little tiny guy, no blatch. Okay, killing it. Killing it here in the back. There's little microclimates. Look at this guy, another in the back, doing fantastic. Look at how many pins. This is oyster mushrooms, blue oyster mushrooms. So, I'll show you the lion's mane here. I wish I could tell you this is my first time, but I've been trying to do this for a while. See, so now you got, that's a good lion's mane. I like that. That's good growth. Let me show you one that's going wrong. Okay, lion's mane is the canary in the coal mine of mushrooms. Okay, this one's not going right. This potentially has some blatch. And then it starts creating this like coral-like formations. So, could be dry. So before the bacteria became a thing, what was I dealing with before that? I'll show you the reishi. This is kind of anticlimactic here, but you can see it. It's hiding in the corner, right? You can kind of see it's right here. That's reishi. You can see it down there. That's a reishi mushroom. So obviously this is a humidity issue, and that's why it's sticking to the edges. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can. Let's see if I can kill the humidifier for a second. My ultrasonic humidifier. I'm going to just try to wipe the lid down. I'm going to get blasted with humidity here. Okay. Well, where does this come out of? Okay, now I'm all. How do I unplug? Oh, it's right here. Oh, good gosh. All right, I just got some wiring issues. I'm trying to get the ultrasonic humidifier unplugged. Yeah, so I just need to. I think the humidifier is the most likely to be the guilty party, and it's just spraying bacteria all over my mushrooms, which will be fine. So this is just another rendition of Fix the Problem here on the farm. Okay. But yeah, and I don't know, maybe I need to do this like once a week. Anybody farming? But yes, this is the top of the mushroom. Top of the humidifier, I just have a IP68 CPU fan. The ultrasonic humidifier is in the tote, blows air in, shoots air out the hole, take it up the tube. So, yeah, so this is just kind of, I don't know, just a little bit of vinegar. So I got another round of substrate coming down the pike. Oh gosh. You know, maybe what I do is I get a whole nother lid. Oh, there's the exhaust fan. Boy, the humidity in there is going to go down fast. Maybe I should turn that off right now. There we go. So CO2 was the problem before. Here, I'll show you what I got going on. Okay. Here's some oyster mushrooms. Right, and that's working. This is a functioning bushel. The problem that I'm experiencing right now is I've got blatch. And this is what blatch is. It's a bacterial thing. So I did get some good healthy mushrooms up here, but that is not supposed to happen. Got a nice rich blue down there though too as well. So yeah, so before the blatch, the problem was CO2. Here's lion's mane. Good sir. All right. Bunch of yammering. Do you have? Okay. All right. I don't know. People are yelling at each other. I need a moderator, although if I only have a couple at a time. So, yeah, I'm just rubbing some vinegar on the hood here, and we'll get the humidifier going again. And then I'm thinking maybe once a week. Once a week, I'll clean the humidifier. Just generally. Kind of tempted just to pour some. So the IP68, from what I gather, it's entirely waterproof. Almost submersible. All right. Bringing outdoor activities into the garage. Golly. Oh, shit. All right. Oh. All right, well, since I got it out, I'm gonna clean nobody's even really watching anyways. I'll just kind of get this all done. It's the ultrasonic humidifier. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll just throw a little bit of diluted vinegar solution on it. Give it a fighting chance. It's got little buoys on it. All right. It's pretty diluted, but yeah, vinegar is the only thing that I can find out that won't really piss off the mushrooms. But da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, oh, low power mode. Oh my gosh, 10%. Here, I'll show them to you. Show you the good ones. The reason I'm doing all this cleaning is because I got a case of Blatch. These are nice. This is a good oyster mushroom flush going on here. There's a little tiny guy right there. So this one's doing just great. That one's doing just fine. That is not the case for a lot of these. I didn't even hear about Blatch until this morning when one of my buddies from Georgia basically was like, oh, you got Blatch, man, and that's that browning right there. So still had some good mushrooms come out of this guy. Really rich blue down here. But yeah, the brown is Blatch. Or that's what we're thinking. So, and the only culprit I can think of is that I have, okay, a humidifier spraying bacteria onto my mushrooms. I got lazy. And all right, that'll work. That'll work. I didn't know if I put enough water in there. I haven't been using distilled water. I'll throw some, oh gosh. What a mess. There we go, hold on. So, all right, but since I don't use distilled water, I'll throw some things in there. Demineralization tablets. I'll get the humidifier going on here. I shouldn't have had the door open. Oh, but I gotta do the tubing here. Before I put these away, I gotta clean the tubing. Yeah, that's the mushrooms right there. Blue oyster going on right now. Okay, so I'm gonna just pour some of this into the tube. Nice. And so what I'll probably end up doing once I get everything, oh yeah, that's fun. Okay. Right on. Okay. I'm going to call that good enough. How bad can vinegar be for, oh, I left the door open again. So I'm going to build a 10 by 10, so I'm already down to 80% humidity in there, so it's just going to have to be okay with that. So I'm building a 10 by 10 tent this weekend. Okay, yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Oh gosh, well, I kind of have a hillbilly setup here, and then I'll plug in the ultrasonic. Oh, I need more space. Let's see. All right, so the ultrasonic humidifier is going. Plug that in here. Get the fan going. Tape up the hole. Yeah, so the last problem was CO2, and now the problem is this even on? Okay. Now the problem is the blatch. So I ordered a giant calendar, and I will be getting a little warm right now. Just getting workflow down. I'll get there we go. One more of those pieces here. I guess I'll probably just end up cleaning the humidifier once a week. We'll see if what I did worked. So with a bacterial infection or a bacterial thing, it's not as severe as mold. It doesn't really grab onto the substrate per se. It's more about it. So if I were to break some of these off, and hell, I might as well even do one right now. Let me just. All right, so that humidity's coming in. Kind of want it to be aiming a certain direction. Yeah, beautiful, picturesque. Bought some lights for the new tent. What was I gonna do? I was gonna take the mushroom off here. So we'll get this guy out of here. There we go. Let the humidity come back. Whew, man. Hold on. So I'm just gonna harvest this guy off. I'm not afraid to eat the good ones. I'll just avoid the blatch. It's such a gnarly word. But I was asking the mushroom people, I was like, what is going on? They're like, you got the blatch. Oh. So, okay. All right. La-di-da. Yeah, so I haven't had too many like spore explosions. But yeah, so this blatch can definitely get transferred. So yeah, I mean, essentially, but I'll feel confident putting this guy back in there once. I'm just gonna harvest it like lion's mane and give it a small twist. Yep, fine and dandy. So this should be good to go. I can probably put it back in. I'm not afraid of the blatch anymore. I'm stuck on the word. But yeah, so this is the latest problem on the farm. I've had contamination, I've had CO2 issues, I've had humidity issues, circulation problems, I've added lighting, but this week it was blatch. So yeah, some of these mushrooms look just fine. Like I'll eat this guy, and I mean this thing down here is beautiful. Look at the blue on that. See, and so that's the goal. Is basically I want all the mushrooms to have this like nice, crisp looking blue. And I want them to all grow. I think the contortions are an environmental issue. That's probably just a CO2 buildup. So I think, yeah. But again, I will be building a 10-foot by 10-foot tent in the middle of the garage this weekend. That'll be a huge project. I'm looking to basically duct all the air through the wall of the garage and go full out with humidity. I bought some lights. Yeah, I bought a new fan, bought ducting, I believe. I'm going to build a platform. So I've got tape lined out in the garage for the 10 by 10. What I find is actually I'm just buying more stuff pretty consistently now. That seems to be the, oh, wow. Yeah, pretty light day. No, I just got home from work and wanted to get some stuff done out here. So this is kind of the routine. I'll show you the lion's mane. I don't know if you're coming in or not. So this is the canary in the coal mine of mushrooms, right? So that's a good looking start right there. That's a second flush. I'm feeling solid about it. I've got the system down. Like I said, it's just these small things. Let's take a peek at this guy back here. Let's see what's going on. That's some strong growth. That's some strong blue oyster growth there. No blatch. Now that I have it diagnosed, I'll miss this tent. So, but yeah, the CFL is pretty harsh for mushrooms. I'm not even really sure why mushrooms need light anyways. Reishis, I did have a mold issue with some of my reishis, but yes, thank you. So I am gonna probably go eat dinner, especially since I never really got too many people in here, but appreciate your support. So I will catch you later. Stay out of trouble, but I am running out of battery and I gotta eat. So I'll be building the tent. I'll be building the 10 by 10 tent this weekend. So stop by and check that out. I'm real close. I'm real close. I know I said that 6 weeks ago, but man, I've almost got it. All right, I'll catch you later. Stay out of trouble.